Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Tracy, the fragrance junkie. And you know what? I felt like doing a review about scents that are off the beaten path. Maybe you've never heard of them before because they're made by very small indie houses. But one of the things that I wanted to highlight today are those atmospheric or those realistic type of scents, right? So I have many scent notes that I absolutely love and adore, but there are some weird scent notes that I really like when you go outside after it rains and you get that whiff of wet cement. It's called petrichor. And just that smell, that familiar smell of wet cement, wet cement that's drying after a rainstorm. That petrichor smell, I don't know, it just smells aquatic, it smells earthy, and then a little bit of that cement mixed in the rain. It just, I don't know, it does something to me. I also love the smell of motor oil and gasoline, wine, all in a fragrance, which is kind of weird to some people, because some people, stick to the mainstream type of notes in their scents. During most of my adulthood, I was a designer perfume type of girl, right? I wasn't into the niche perfumes or anything like that. But when I lived in Miami, I got tired of all of the designer perfumes, right? It's like cookie cutter. And so I kind of delved into some of the scent notes that aren't at the forefront, like petrichor, okay, and other scents like that. So I started to delve into some of the smaller fragrance houses like Black Phoenix, Alchemy Lab, Nava, which, we call it Nava, but it's Nocturne Alchemy. And they make the best perfume oils, all right? And no sprays, but perfume oils. We've got Solstice Scents. On top of that, we've got Pausettes. There's so many. Cocoa Pink. All these little small niche houses that make their own unique type of scents, and we're going to go over those right now. Everything will be in the description box, and the links on where you can find these. I just wanted to include the ones that are still being made in case you have an interest and you want to pursue them. So so let's get into it. So the first house that I want to visit with you is Solstice Scents. They've been around for several years. I lived in Miami way back when, so at least the last 10 or 15 years they've been in existence. And so there are certain times of the year that I want to smell a certain way, right? Or if I just have a wild hair, I want to smell like some cement, and I have a go-to or a few go-tos that will satisfy that need. Okay, so Solstice Scents, the first one up. And hold on, let me put this on pause. I want to pull up the notes because I want you to really get the effect of what I'm talking about. All right, thanks for holding. I just wanted to make sure I had the notes that I can read off to you guys so you get the full effect, like I said. So the first 4 fragrances are from a small indie house called Solstice Scents. And remember, everything's going to be in the description box. When it starts, when there's a little chill in the air, when it's fall and the leaves are rustling and there's a nip in the air, and even in wintertime, I love to wear white fox Okay, white fox. How do I explain white fox? And these are oils, so most of them come like a roller ball or, just no type of, just in a 5 milliliter. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, so white fox, when my first impression of white fox when I smell it, it smells like fur. I mean, I don't know the best way to explain it. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Like, I legitimately am envisioning a white fox, okay? It smells like fur. I don't know how they did it. It smells like maybe a first snow, and there's this rare white fox that's blending in with the snow and you can barely see them, but maybe you can smell their fur a little bit, and it smells cold and slightly sweet. So let me read you the notes. It has vanilla musk, white fur, see, a wood blend, is not saying what type of wood, snow laced with veins of sorry guys, this is, I love it. Let me start over. Vanilla musk, white fur, a wood blend, snow laced with veins of frozen dirt. So you smell sort of like a slightly sweet vanillic fur, white fur, a fox fur, just maybe standing in the snow or laying in the snow, and you feel that coldness, that little bit of nip of coldness, and you also smell that little bit of dirt that comes from the earth. That's exactly what it smells like. And when you put it on skin, I'm not going to put it on right now, but when you put it on skin, the vanilla and all of those notes intermingle with your own body chemistry, and it just turns into this wonderful, beautiful scent that people rave about. I mean, I just would suggest that you go out and read the reviews about Solstice Scents White Fox, okay? All right. Next we have Witch's Cottage. I love Witch's Cottage, and sort of around the same time when it, maybe fall or maybe a little bit in October when the nights are kind of cool, or the mornings, you got the Witch's Cottage, sort of like when Starbucks, gets the new fall coffee flavors out. Yeah, like pumpkin spice, but this doesn't have pumpkin in it. But at first sniff, it smells like, hold on, let me put this on. I smell a little bit of orange. I'm not even looking at the notes because I don't remember what's in here. It smells like cookies. It smells like a little bit of orange, slightly in the background, and then it smells like cookies. Sort of like I wouldn't say a ginger cookie, but maybe like a Biscoff, right? Maybe like a Biscoff cookie. And then some of the other aromatics that are in this. This is supposed to smell like a witch's cottage when you walk into it, right? Hansel and Gretel, right? And these are oils, so you can, kind of like rub them into your skin. I smell a little bit of, what are those things? It's not nutmeg. It's those little things you stick in a ham. I have some. Yeah, but let me read you the notes. Warm baked goods, dried herbs, doesn't stipulate what herbs. Sweet Annie, I'm not sure what Sweet Annie is, if that's a flower or another herb. I'm going to look it up. Soft woods, fragrant hearth smoke. Maybe that's what that smell is, that that smells a little bit like the things that you stick in a ham, those little black things. Yeah, maybe that's the smoke finish there. It's very beautiful. It's very, very beautiful, and it's very comforting. It smells like maybe like a witch's kitchen would smell like after she has baked some cookies or some sort of bread or something like that. It's really, really beautiful, and the baked goods are cooling off, and you get that waft of that trail, that waft coming out of the window of the baked goods and all the aromatics that go into it. It's beautiful, and that's Witch's Cottage. The third one up is Gray's Cabin. Oh my gosh, such a love. Oh gosh, such a love. I mean, literally, this is like my third or fourth bottle of Gray's Cabin, probably my second bottle of White Fox, and I have two bottles of one other bottle of Witch's Cottage because I had to buy a backup of it. And so Gray's Cabin, what can I say? Let me find it here first. And then this is like one of the most beautiful scents I've ever smelled. Oh man, when you take the top off and you just put it to your nose, it sort of makes you close your eyes. And your eyes may roll in the back of your head, I'm not sure, but I'm just saying. It just makes me close my eyes and just appreciate the beauty that this fragrance is. I smell chocolate, but not milk chocolate. I smell like a darker chocolate. Oh gosh. I smell... It would be equivalent to maybe you're going to spend the weekend, in a log cabin, right? And you guys are maybe baking a cake, a chocolate cake, a dark chocolate cake, or something like that. Or maybe you just made some s'mores, in the fireplace or something like that, and that dark chocolate smell mixed with the cabin smell, the wood smell, the floor, the wood smell is all I have. Maybe, I don't know if it's a cedar wood or not, I'm not sure, but it's beautiful. It's smoked cocoa, cedar. All right, you know what, you're pretty good, Trace. Embers from the fireplace, black musk, copal bark, copal or copal bark, tobacco. I don't really smell tobacco in here. Spices. Ooh, it's beautiful. It's like a dark, smoky gourmand, but not too smoky at all. Not like tobacco smoke, or it's just like ember, like that little sniff of the fireplace that you get, if you're sitting close to it. It's just gorgeous. And when it melds with your skin, that chocolate and all of that beautiful goodness, it's so cozy. All of these scents right now that I'm talking about are very, very, very cozy. I mean, when it's cool outside and after your nice bath or your hot shower and you put one of these on and your cozy PJs, oh my goodness, oops, don't break it. You will be smelling phenomenal, and you will you'll be enveloped by coziness, like a nice warm hug from these. And lastly, now I don't know if this is going to remind you, this is far from being a cozy scent, but one of the scents that I told you that I really like is motor oil. And this is called Midnight Marquee. Midnight Marquee, you probably can't read it very well. Midnight Marquee by Solstice Scents. And this, I would say, would be one of those scents that could be divisive, okay? It could, because some people might smell and go, oh God, no, I would never wear anything like that. And some people would be like, oh hell yeah, bring it. The more motor oil, the better, okay? All right, so let me see. Okay, first sniff on my skin. Loads of motor oil, okay? Loads of motor oil. I love it. I smell motor oil. And by the name Midnight Marquee, it's like, you know, we're gassing up and we're making sure the car's straight and we're on the way to the drive-in, right? We're going to the Midnight Marquee tonight and we're going to watch whatever, you know, whatever the movie is out at the time. Maybe a nice scary movie, right? And maybe it's a convertible even, you know, and we're sitting there enjoying, you know, the movie and the popcorn and everything. And for some reason it's an old car, I don't know, maybe it's a 65 Mustang or something, and you still smell a little bit of that motor oil smell from when you left the gas station or maybe other cars around you. But let's see what's in it. Okay, we've got where is it? Black musk. So, you know, black musk it can lean a little on the dark side. So if you're not a fan of black musk, just like one of these other scents that we talked about, and I believe that was Gray's Cabin, also had black musk in it, you have to like that. It's not like a white musk. It's not like a purple musk with the lilacs and the irises. It's not like a white musk with the, you know, the white flowers. This is like kind of down and dirty, kind of grimy type of musk. Okay, so it's got black musk, gasoline, supple leather. I do smell the leather, earth, tobacco. I don't really smell tobacco. I don't smell tobacco, but I do smell motor oil or gasoline and a leather jacket. Or you have leather seats, okay? So it's got black musk, gasoline, supple leather, earth, tobacco, moss, leaves, Foxcroft air. And Foxcroft is, when you go to the website, it's sort of an imaginary place. I'm thinking it's imaginary that Solstice Scents came up with, and a lot of their scents are named after. Okay, so it's got the Foxcroft. I lost it. Foxcroft air, which is nice and crisp, right? Fall weather. Vanilla musk, and that's it. And it's just a musky, leathery, it says tobacco and forest scent, but maybe they put forest because of the leaves and the earth. I'm not sure, but I don't really smell much of I don't smell any tobacco. It smells like a nice fall, a fall evening, sitting in a convertible with a leather jacket on. You still smell a little bit of the motor oil from maybe you spilled, or the gasoline maybe you spilled a little bit, you know, or maybe it's from other cars around you. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to me. It's beautiful. I love it. So those are the 4 from Solstice Scents. The second one Oh my God, I must love gasoline or this motor oil so much because the next two have it in it as well. Okay, but we're switching over to our friends at Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab, or BPAL as it's affectionately called. And this is the Streets of Detroit. Streets of Detroit. I love it. I love the name. All right, so comes normally, well, they all come in 5 milliliter bottles. Okay, you close your eyes. And I smell gasoline. Slightly, it has a slightly sweet smell to it. Maybe there's vanilla in here. There may also be black musk in here. I'm not looking at the notes right now. And that motor oil / gasoline. It would remind you of like the gritty streets of Detroit, right? You're riding through the gritty streets of Detroit with your leather jacket on, just like we talked about being at the drive-in. And you're getting the whiffs of the gasoline or the motor oil coming from your car because it's an old vintage car, And there's a little bit of sweetness, maybe a little bit of sweetness from the air. And all of this mixed together is just a beautiful, beautiful scent. One of their most popular scents. So a lot of people like it. So let me read what's in it. Black musk accord. So almost, well, not all of them, but 2 of the Solstice Scents have the black musk in it. This also has the black musk. I guess it gives it that more gritty type of more earthy smell. It has Ethiopian myrrh and motor oil. Those 3 ingredients, and that's it. And it's beautiful. The Ethiopian myrrh gives it that sweetness that it needs, not to just be like, oh shit, I smell like motor oil, right? And maybe a little black musk or leather or something like that. But this gives it that little tinge of earthy sweetness that makes it really beautiful. And that's Black Phoenix, Streets of Detroit. Everything will be down below. And the last one I want to talk about, I had more that I wanted to talk about, but I'm going to break this up into 2 parts, okay? Because my stomach's hungry. Anyway, the last one is from Olympic Orchids, okay? Olympic Orchids. And this is Cafe 5. Cafe number 5, okay? So, oh man, so good. Okay, let me spray some of this. Now this comes in a spray, which is good. And some of these houses you can get spray, you can get the oil, you can get the roller ball. They give you some choices. I think I'm running out of this. Oh no. Oh no. I think that was my last spray. Well, thank God for that. Alright, off the cuff. Major motor oil. Leather jacket. Now, this is based off of, let me tell you a little bit about the description. But let me tell you first off. Let me not digress. Let me see what it smells like to me first. Motor oil or gasoline, a leather jacket. There's that little bit of sweetness to it, like maybe, and there's a little hint of coffee in here, a little hint of coffee. So maybe you've decided to go to a Starbucks or to your local coffee shop and decide to maybe have an espresso or a cafe au lait or something like that. It's got coffee beans on here. Yeah. And you have your leather jacket on. And that sweetness from your cafe au lait or something like that is intermingling with the street or your leather jacket. Yeah, so let's see what this says. This is classified as a spicy fragrant scent, inspired by Seattle's many cozy neighborhood cafes, with the dark decor, the warm fireplace, the leather chairs, and espresso bar. Okay. So it has espresso, roast coffee, dark cocoa, vanilla cream, spicy chai, cardamom. Maybe that's what gives it that little bit of sweetness too. The vanilla mixed with the cardamom. I really don't smell any spicy chai though, to tell you the truth. Leather and well-worn wood. Okay, maybe the wood from the chair, or if you're sitting at the bar at the coffee shop, maybe from the bar being wood, or maybe the floor. But yeah, really beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And this is Olympic Orchids from Cafe. I'm sorry, Cafe 5 by Olympic Orchids. And very atmospheric. It definitely, all of these scents that I presented today will definitely transport you somewhere. It'll transport you somewhere. And yeah, so, and with that little bit of leather and that coffee and that grittiness a little bit, and mixed with vanilla and myrrh and sweet cream and all this other stuff that's in some of these scents, it's just, it makes you feel like a badass, right? It makes you feel like a badass. And some of those scents that you crave from time to time actually get fulfilled. All right, so let me know what you think of the video. Have you tried any of these? What are your thoughts? Do you have any recommendations? All right, I'm gonna put out a part 2 to this one, because I have more strange type of scents that I'm surprised I don't have petrichor here. I think I used up, I had a Demeter petrichor that I used up, and I had one from Pausette's, or I had one from somewhere that I used that up as well. So get ready for round 2 for the strange and unique fragrances. Okay, all right, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment, an emoji, whatever. Subscribe, like, share. Thank you guys. Take care. Peace. All the way from the ATL, guys. All right, take care. Bye.